I knew we had to go through a restructuring process almost from the beginning. City of Fort Myers is one of the fastest growing cities in this country. And so there's things we have to take into account when we want to try to police a community that's growing at such a rapid pace. One of the first things we did, we reached out to the University of Cincinnati and had them help us develop, number one, a 3-year strategic plan. And part of that strategic plan was a staffing analysis, where they went and looked at calls to service, populations, type of calls and crime, and came up with the appropriate number of officers that we needed to have to protect and serve a city this size.
I'm happy to say today that with a growing city and with new discretionary revenues from robust economic development, that we are able to increase our men and women, the head count. We're recruiting high-level, experienced, and younger officers, men and women, that we are training. So we've got a combination of seasoned talent, a combination of new that are coming in. When you talk about boots on the ground, we have grown substantially our head count of commissioned officers. And I know that this council is committed to adding another 20 or 30, maybe as much as 40 new men and women to our force.
When people ask me questions about Fort Myers and why here, I like to say that it's an up-and-coming city. We are expanding, we're growing, and I want to get on the ground level. I've been very fortunate enough to go across the country at hiring, recruiting events, retention events, and we are experiencing much of the same challenges that a lot of other agencies are facing right now. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. These changes don't happen overnight. Funding doesn't happen overnight. So these challenges we've been facing have been over the last couple of years, and it's been quite a task, but I think with the people that we've had in place making these great strides just adds to our success.
Most of the chiefs that I've talked to, we're all in the same bag, and one of the things that keeps coming up is the fact that in today's world we can't recruit new officers the same way it was done 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, it's a different environment, so we're all in the same boat, and some of the strategies that we used in the past is not going to work in the future. And so we have to be able to make sure that we're flexible enough to go out and get those candidates that may not have been qualified several years ago, but can still be trained and educated and become good police officers with proper training, proper leadership, proper supervision to help and protect and serve a community.
So some of the methods that we've been using is we've been going to numerous job fairs, career fairs around the state of Florida. We also use our social media through Facebook, Twitter, things like that. We go to these job fairs, market our agency. We've gone to, again, a lot of local colleges. We've gone to Florida Southwestern, FGCU, which is Florida Gulf Coast University. We've also traveled outside the area. We've done job fairs or job expos in Miami, Tampa, Pasco County, West Palm Beach. So we travel throughout the state of Florida to do these job fairs and to reach out to more applicants. We also have community events where we get out in the community. We have a community event coming up called Cops and Joggers. We're going to have a recruitment team set up there. We also do barbershop conversations where we get out in the public. We do coffee with the cop. At these types of events, we have the opportunity to collaborate with the community, kind of talk with them. It's a chance for us to do some networking as well as recruitment for our department.
When people see TrueBlue at our trade shows, they can definitely see a professional outfit, an agency that's putting everything they have, all their resources into the agency, so it just makes for a more professional outfit. It's great to give the material out and have everything in front of them so they know exactly what they're going into. Myself and our recruitment team talk intimately about exactly what we've done over the course of the many years. The TrueBlue just puts a nice stamp on it, something simple that they can remember and say, listen, I want to be part of that, something great.
The branding program of TrueBlue really helped us as far as letting the citizens know that we're true to our communities, true to our commitments, and true to our city.
We have re-envisioned our city police department. We have excellent leadership in the police department. We have a city manager and a council who is committed to working through financing, deploying technology, other methods such as our real-time crime lab, where we have public cameras that are monitored that help us provide a safer city.
As far as the city being behind us, yes, absolutely. I mean, we've got some major technology on our side. We've made leaps and bounds as far as the technology that goes that helps us do our job. I can't get into all the details of it. I'm just amazed by it, and that wouldn't be possible without the approval, without the endorsement, without the support of the higher-ups of the city. The biggest advice I could give somebody is bring the best version of you every single day. The demands of this job, the challenges of this job require you to bring that. We don't have an off season. We do get days off, but while you're working, you need to be on your A game all day, every day.
We're working very hard. We're making headway. I would love to be able to tell you that we're at where we need to be, but we're not. But we're doing an outstanding job in making sure that we're bringing the most diverse, qualified candidates to become police officers in this community.